Dungeons and Dragons. Some claim it's a simple, harmless game.
What do you guys think happened?
One of the players Robbie played with got carried away and killed him.
Well, that's kind of far out.
Mazes and Monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
There was me, Johnny, and my two dudes. There is Bryce, our chin chatter, and Chunder. He's dim. And we sat outside our very own principal's office, trying to make up our excuses before we are called. Many a legend is sat right here, their stories burned into the yearbook, and finally a prank of ours, worthy of induction. It was safe to say we were proud, but ready for a bit of the old ultra punishment.
Bryce, Jonathan, Chunder, come in. Three students in the hospital for some stupid, arrogant prank. What do you have to say for yourselves? I've spoken to their parents, and despite that incident on the stairs last term, they've decided not to press charges. But I do believe in consequences. Their parents told me they had a big game tonight, and now they're down 3 players. I suggest, as a kind gesture, you help them out. God. Let me rephrase that. If you don't, it'll be detention every night until the day you die.
You can't make us.
Well, after you. What are you doing? Go on. Crazy. For fuck's sake, come on. Pussy. I'm not pussy. Sea monster house. Shit. Do we have to? Bloody hell.
I used to worship an idol. No longer. No longer. These flimsy figureheads can't tread the ground. We walk together. Be strong. No God is real, no God is man. We don't need to believe, we need a plan. The hero is lost, the hero is dead. The hero's a monster underneath our beds. The hero's a tricker, so we've all been down. The hero is dead, and we must save ourselves.
The head of all magic, basically.
No, he's got a tiny little wand and Gandalf's got a big,
how much
massive
power has he
staff.
got in that wand?
Enter!
What the hell is that?
Well, 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 Johnny Kickflip. We've been expecting you.
Well, we were sent here.
Yeah, that's why we were expecting you.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Wait there. Are we sure this is a good idea?
They don't know how to play.
The big one bought a football?
Yeah, and what's with Mini T800 over there? Can you even see your nose?
We can't hear you, you know.
We know.
Still, I feel like this is a chance to propel the plot.
Susie, what have I said about being meta?
Sorry.
Our cost to benefit isn't looking very good. However, our chances of humiliation are rising by the minute.
Yeah, they're dicks. Are you forgetting the incident?
Which ones?
STAIRS.
What?
Stairs.
What?
Nothing. They're the best we've got.
That is correct. And we must play tonight.
Agreed.
The council has decreed that you shall be allowed to play.
Great.
As we literally have no one else. Please take a seat.
So, how long do these things usually take?
Yeah, and I'm not being funny, but I'm not dressing up, okay?
Dressing up? I'm not dressing up. I'm not dressing up. You can't make me dress.
What are we waiting for?
The DM?
You know, I think a friend of mine that got that from a bad pill once.
Yeah,
They're not putting things in me either. They're not.
Enough! Look, no one is putting anything inside of anyone. Look, we know this isn't ideal. We don't want to spend any more time with you than you want to spend with us. So let's just get this over and done with, and then we can all go our separate ways.
Yes, and we can go back to our lovely houses, and you can go back to whatever caves you come from, I don't know.
Caves. Pfft, caves. We wouldn't live in caves. Only scared of the dark. Come on, man.
What's scary about the dog?
Coming from you, Blunder. Didn't you miss the winning goal because there was a bird on the pitch?
It was staring at me.
What, so you thought to obliterate
It
it?
was stressing me out.
Didn't have to pelt the ball at it like bloody miles an hour.
I'm barely any feathers left.
It'll teach that bozzo prick to start with me, won't
Hey,
it?
calm down. By the way, I can see in these.
Yeah? How many fingers am I holding up?
I've got one finger.
I know. Hey, Susie, I've done nothing to you. Well, why'd you even hang around with these guys?
Yeah, done nothing. Poor Ernie spent half of last year in the toilets. And not because of his IBS.
Come on.
Yeah, well, no one makes noises quite like Swirly Ernie. He's a bird and we sounded like one of Blunder's birds. It's an accident, sorry.
Oh, bloody hell, how long is this PM guy going to take? You know, I swear I've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro faster than he's taking to get here.
On my way.
He will arrive precisely when he wants to.
What, and we're supposed to just sit here and tell stories? Speaking of, what about RoboCop over there? Jittery old Lucas. Walks like a robot and talks like one too.
Leave him alone.
How's the leg? Does it still beep when you walk through metal detectors? Beep, 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 beep. Big old Lucas flying through the air like a bird.
Wait, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of him. I'm not staying if he...
Seriously, actually blunder. You can't be that stupid.
It's not blunder, okay? It's chunder. I ate the slice pizza from the night before.
It was more like the year before. It was disgusting.
It was a bit furry, and I ate it, and I projectile vomited up the stairs so hard it hit Bryce in the face and I had to wash his hair, and Johnny had to get new shoes, and it was fucking incredible.
Enough! Can you just not be awful for one night?
I thought it was funny, so.
It's a good job I conditioned.
Stand up!
Oh my God. Nice cape, Voldemort.
You may be seated.
That was a bit peculiar.
I see we have fresh blood. So allow me to spin a tale of what happened last Tuesday. Having slain the were-rabbit of Riverdale, you find yourself in the Devil's Horn Tavern to find a mysterious stranger who is something funny.
Oh, come on, it's just sounds a little bit childish, really.
There is nothing childish about it. This is a tale of the imagination, of wizards and dark blood magic, but since you are new, I will let your insolence slide. This time, let me tell you what is at stake here. Your three companions are bound to their characters. They live their lives. They feel their pain. They are them. So to speak, this is life and death. I am not some conjurer of cheap tricks. I've spent a week-long training intensive course with the Grand High Wizard, so treat it with some damn respect!
Sorry.
We ready to begin?
Yes!
Oh my God. Then let us begin. Inside the Devil's Horn, a tavern bustles with life. Bright torches adorn cracked walls, casting heavy shadows on tankards and rushing servers. You hear the sound of cheering and the rolling of dice. At a far table in a corner sit 6 adventurers. Arias Sand, leader of the Mogwai clan. His faithful second, Eldred Arana, elf sharpshooter. And their feared orc barbarian, Orn Thrawn, defender of Owl. Pring, the goblin thief. Vekan, master of herbology.
Bryce, what's her topology?
Plants.
Oh, okay, cool.
Finally, Elsnorth Strongbark, High Wizard of Efnar.
So how does this work? Do I need to cut myself with a rusty knife, sacrifice a virgin?
Well, what do you want to do?
Find the quickest way out of this.
Watch your tongue, boy.
What? I buy everyone a drink.
With what coin, Pring? You spent it on that golden flask last week.
Classic goblin.
What?
Which with the sword?
This sword is the last thing I have left of my father. My soul is bound to its blade. If I were to let go of it for even an instant, I would perish.
So I can do anything, right?
Yes.
Hey, take the sword.
Give me the sword, Ernie. Give me the sword, you little shit. Give me the sword. I'm gonna lock you in the locker room.
Tell him that you can't.
Give me the locker room.
This is not how it works.
Sweating.
Give me the
Sweating. Just get it dark.
You can't.
Give me the sword. Give me the sword, shit.
You can
Come on, give me the
take
sword.
the sword, but first you must roll for it.
Okay. Shunda, it means the bloody dice.
Okay, fine. Which one do I roll? Boom! Snake eyes. You just got kickflipped.
No, give me the sword, Ernie.
No, you didn't. No, it was on. Come on,
Ernie. You want to give me the sword, Ernie? Give me the sword. Can I have the sword now? Give me the sword.
You rolled a 2, you had to roll a 10. Elsnorth reaches for the sword of honor. Touching the hilt, a bolt of energy flies down his arm and he is sent flying back into his chest.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I shove him. Do I have to roll for that?
No.
Good.
Shit.
You alright?
Yeah, he's fine. Someone left a crash mat behind him.
You will pay for that.
I didn't even touch you.
As Arias is propelled backwards, you hear the sounds of a tankard being spilt. And a large, bold man walks up to your table. What's going on? You some kind of joker?
I'm sorry, I mean no offence.
You spilt my mate's drink.
I've got an idea.
Touch down, easy peeler.
What? Why?
You know, I fall off a sharp chair once. Moldy's great wine. I think he'd to kill me.
You have to say what you want to do.
Oh, I'll pick up the chair and I smack him with it.
Khan picks up the chair. He swiftly swings it down on the large bandit brute's head, smashing it over his large frame. He is unfazed. He turns from Arias and stares at Vekan with rage-filled eyes. He swings, bang, knocking you out cold.
Am I dead?
No.
Believe me, you would know.
Vekan falls to the floor with a thud. You notice 4 other men surround your table. I would like you to roll initiative.
5.
15.
Yes! 20!
Highest goes first.
They don't call me kickflip for nothing. 1.
You know, I learned this technique in Somalia. I was adopted by pirates. Every night I had to gamble for my freedom. 12. Not too bad. As my friend Abdulwali would say, I am the captain now.
Vekan is still unconscious. Eldred, what do you want to do?
I stand up and leap on the table. I land by the door and I rush out. And I fire an arrow at the far bandit.
Okay, roll.
14.
Roll damage.
8.
You swiftly swing through the tavern, narrowly missing your pursuers. Rushing through the door, you fire an arrow into the leg of your pursuer. On.
I grab the first bandit by the neck, hold him tightly enough to make him numb, but he still feels every sensation. I dig my nail into his neck, enough to draw blood. I watch as the whites of his eyes slowly fill with red.
Sick.
Okay, roll.
Nat 20!
Damage.
10!
You watch as the life drains from the bandit's eyes as he falls unconscious in your arms. The bandit leader, seeing his clansman in your hands, goes for an attack with his great axe. This activates Orn's attack of opportunity.
19! I punch him in the face. Again, and again, and again. Ow.
The bandit is sent flying back through the window at the front of the tavern. He's knocked unconscious.
Yes! You know, that reminds me of a time I was visiting a school in Uganda. We were helping bring the children clean water. I almost died of heat stroke trying to get it to them. But my goodness, seeing their smiles, hearing their cheers, it made it worth it. It almost brings a tear to my eye, actually.
Bing, you're up.
Bryce, I think that's you.
What? You're the goblin with the big...
Oh, yes. I saunter off and I passively observe the violence.
Okay, roll.
3.
You sneak past the bandits. They clearly notice you, but do not identify you as a threat.
I'm a pacifist.
I pull the sword from my back, igniting the blade with the flames of my ancestors. I engage the final bandit.
Okay, roll.
15.
15 hits.
5.
As Arias pulls the sword from his scabbard, the blade begins to burn. The flames grab at the bandits like hands. You clash with the final bandit. The flames erupt from your sword, hitting him in the lower torso. He is wounded, but not critically injured. Elsnorth, you're up.
Show me. I'm a wizard, right?
That's correct.
Cast a spell then.
Of course. You will need this.
What's this?
Every wizard has a spell book. Elsnorth is a very skilled wizard, so he knows a great many spells.
That one. It's just fire spell.
That one?
In order to cast the spell, you must utter the words.
I'm not even sure this is English. Venigram. Hero? Ethereum.
You utter the words, and nothing happens.
But that's the fire spell.
You have to say it right.
Well, then how do you say it?
I don't know, I'm not a wizard.
Oh, neither am I, Mystic Meg.
Eldred, bandit comes rushing towards you, swiping at you with his knife. 12?
12 misses. I rip out the arrow and kick him back. I reload my bow and I shoot it right into its neck.
Falls to the floor in a puddle of blood. Orn.
On the barbarian, he ties up the bandit with his rope.
Done. The bandit by Arias goes for an attack with his great axe. Does a 17 hit?
Hits.
The great axe comes down onto your shoulder, slicing through your skin. Bring. You're up.
Well, seeing this hideous display of violence, I take a moment to reflect, on the needlessly childish throws taking place around me, and I take the rather Gandhian approach of rising above it and staying diligent in my moral superiority.
Okay, you hide behind the bar, cowering with the barmaid.
Take the money.
Done. Arias.
I push back against the bandit, taking a swipe with my sword.
You leap back and plunge the sword deep into the bandit's chest. You watch for a moment as his eyes burn with the fire of 1,000 suns. He is nothing but ash in the middle of the bar.
When you get to hell, you say hello to Tim Curry from me!
The battle is won. Devil's Horn is slightly scorched and missing a window, but your attackers are vanquished. It's at this point Khan wakes back up.
On the barbarian, he pours water from his water skin onto the unconscious bandit.
He's awake. He seems panicked.
I've got an idea. Let me speak to this guy. Oi, prick!
It's too late.
Guess you're not as strong as you thought you were, are you, dickheads?
It's too late. We're too late.
And then I spit on him.
Hey, Rutter!
What do you mean we're too late?
As he says this, you notice his face is getting redder and puffier. He turns a horrendous purple colour, and his eyes start to bulge as if being burrowed out. Splat! He showers Vekan in blood.
Nice.
As you look around, you begin to notice that all the bandits have been consumed by a thick cloud of blood and bone. Viscera and brain stain the outside walls of the tavern.
What was that?
PM. We've seen this poor, tortured carcass of a soul in front of me. But I take his stuff.
Inside his pouch, you find a thin scroll.
On this?
We've done something and it's caused...
Annie, how much do you reckon this is worth?
Do you have any idea what you've just done? Hands off me, this is an expensive shirt, you animal.
You know, it was actually weaved by the silkworms of the Himalayas. You can touch it if you like it. It's nice to feel, Susie. Go on, touch it. Go on. It's nice. I promise you. It'll make you feel nice.
I don't want to.
Please, just Susie, touch it. Please.
No.
Bryce, get off the table.
Ruined my man bun.
It looks alright, actually.
Thank you.
To whomever possesses the amulet of Rizar, thou shalt not touch it with unkept flesh or face an indescribable demise to be tormented in the 9 hells for all eternity. Yada yada yada, death by hanging, flailing, genital mutilation, anal probing. To restore thou curse, thou must replace it from whence it once came, atop Mount
Nustith. What?
before the day dies, or whence face your doom. Well, I guess we know what the indescribable demise is.
We have entered the darkest timeline. I must step out.
I rolled to take the sword.
His famous speech.
Then she told me she didn't want to see me anymore, so turned the lights off.
Logical.
Somewhere in the province of Samt Chachong-sao, if memory recalls. Anyway, next thing you know, you're facing down a bloody lioness. I mean, she was a sight, eyes fixed, ready to kill, teeth dripping with blood. Poor Potty was scared shitless. I mean, she would have shat herself if she hadn't had that run-in with the guava fruit and had to make a quick deposit 5 minutes earlier, if you know what I mean.
And then?
I don't know, it all gets a little bit messy from then on, shall we say.
Go on.
Really not too sure if it's for ladies' ears. Let's just put it like that. Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you must know, I ripped its fucking cock off.
There's no lions in Thailand.
Certainly is. I saw one, so it must have escaped from the zoo.
Judge Judy, he said he's sorry.
Yeah, Ernie, I'm sure he didn't mean it. Plus, this is only Act 2, we're not supposed to get along yet.
No, Susie, you don't get it. It's always sorry with these guys. It's always the same half-hearted apology with no care who they hurt in the process.
Hey, we're here because you need us, Rainbows.
No, you're here because you put Joe, and Joey in the hospital, so no, I don't think I will calm down. You have put our lives in danger because of your stupidity.
All right. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? We could return it back to the mountain like the scroll said. Why can't we just do that?
It's not that simple. We won't get there in time if you keep this shit up. The least you can do is to try for once in your life. Shut it!
let's do this, dickwad.
Do you think they'll be okay? In the hospital?
You're asking that now? Hey, Point Break. Just gonna come through, man. PM, whatever, DM, DP. Shut up. Actually, Keanu Reeves is pretty cool. That's a compliment.
Let us continue.
Cue the montage.
Wandering through the cavern, you are sprung by goblins.
We mean you no harm. I fire an arrow.
Healing potion.
I loot the body. Summon fireball.
Dark elves.
Backflip.
Double backflip.
Triple backflip.
Quadruple backflip.
Skeletons.
I've got an idea.
Hero. Vanagram.
I slice his armor.
I kick his ass.
Snap his neck. I smack him around the face with a vine that chops off his neck.
I pickpocket him.
Pirates.
I pierce his eye.
Stab wound.
I steal the gold.
I shoot an arrow.
Vagina panini Eugenie.
I gouge his eyes out. I smack him around the face with the cheese board on the table.
And then I suffocate him with the pouch of gold I just stole from him.
Giant gangly ginger prick.
I throw Lucas at him.
Getting in good standing with the king, I raise the economic tax of the whole area.
I slap him. I slap him again. I go for a slice on his neck.
Throat cut.
I stab him.
I shove my foot right in its mouth.
This is a social and economic crisis, causing all of the inhabitants to top themselves.
Direwolf.
Vanagram. Barium.
I strike him round the head.
I pierce him.
Using my underground network of clandestine, bad boys, let's say.
Bandits.
I punch him. I elbow him. I grow vines up his nostrils so he can't breathe enough. Choke him from the inside out.
I send the immigration forces on the dwarven hells.
Panini. Ethanol. I pin him down, applying pressure into his track tube. I rip my fist into his myocardium organ, ripping it out. I dig my nails into the back of his shoulder blades, splitting them apart, creating a blood eagle. And then I grab his intestines and I swing him about like a 17th century catapult. My guy!
A giant snake comes slithering out.
I've got an idea.
Seeing your idea, it goes for a venom attack.
A backstrike.
Crossbite.
Fireball.
Tail whip.
I'm about to send this guy home like E.T.
The snake's head comes rolling off. But not for long. Necromancers.
Okay, I can't do it! Pierce his body from his chest all the way down.
I laugh in his face and spit on his wife.
Poisonous lizards.
Grab it by the head and shoot it across the floor.
I slice him. Uppercut. I smack him on the head with a big hammer.
Head strike.
Sit back and watch everyone fight while I have a nice glass of Chateau Neuf de Pape.
I karate chop him.
What?
Hobgoblins.
Mother of God.
Run away!
I buy everyone a drink. Hey! Jolly good show.
You approach the foot of Mount Nustiff. Ahead of you is a bridge that leads to a large stone door engraved with runes and beautiful carvings.
I check to see if the bridge is safe.
I back thee.
As you approach the bridge, you feel vibrations that course through your body. A giant troll emerges from under the bridge. Twisted bones form a crown on its uneven head, and its left eye bulges, pointing slightly to the left. Ah, fresh meat, fresh meaty meat, and fresh blood.
It's okay. We're friends. We mean you no harm.
Friends, huh? Or maybe you can help. Betsy, you want to cross the bridge? Well, only on one condition.
And what would that be?
Look, if it's money you want, old chap, I can provide. Very generous. You do take contactless, right? What?
Ah, pet do not desire shinies. Pet do desire answers.
Just step aside. We mean no harm, but we're on a very tight schedule.
The troll pull a club from behind its back.
Okay, we're friends. Remember, we're friends. What do you need to know?
Oh, Pet loves books. In the game, The Howling Reef, the local tribes play with the inflated skin of a Zawa boar, but Pet's book is missing a page. Pet wants to know how many players make up a team.
You guys play this game. What is it?
Falls forward to the 23-yard line. And he's lining up the pigeon. We figured it out.
Remember correctly.
I've got an idea.
No, absolutely not. No.
11.
11, you say? The troll leans back and guides you to a crack in the stone door. It opens it with a groan and allows you to pass through. Go on, friends, but be careful. Grave danger lies ahead.
The chances of us getting that on the roll was statistically improbable.
Act 3, here we come.
As you move through the crack, you find yourself in a large cavern, surrounded by pillars that stretch deep into the cave. There is no ceiling, only a black void. And as you look around to your feet, you notice a yellow glow that fills the darkness. Ahead of you is a mountain of gold, rubies, and diamonds.
Good work back there.
We're gonna get this done, brother. Plenty of time.
As you move closer, you notice a light illuminate a center plinth.
That's it. We've done it.
You hear the low sound of rumbling. There's something ahead of you. Is that a rock?
Oh.
Glass?
What's happening?
Scales. Dear Kevin, you are loved. You are stronger than you know. Robbie Smithstein can't take your lunch money anymore. You're a grown man. Oh, P.S. Get some more milk. A giant eye opens, fixating on Pring, and gold starts flying everywhere as the room starts heating up. The floor is hissing as it contorts and expands, and rocks start landing next to you. Towering in front of you is the mighty Wizard.
Oh, bloody hell! That reminds me of a time me and Potty were hiking.
Will you shut the fuck up? You're such a fucking twat. Every fucking time you're just talking fucking bullshit and no one cares. No one's listening to you. So please just keep your mouth shut for fucking once so we can do this fucking game. Thank you.
I am awoken. Who wanders in the dark? Speak your names.
We are merely 6 weary travelers.
Travelers. Thieves. I see you hold my amulet. You have come to return it, to rid yourself of my curse.
Please, have mercy.
With each word, his mouth glows yellow and he spits lava.
Thieves like you do not deserve mercy.
The dragon stands on its back claws and infects the cave with wings, trapping the exit and trapping your party inside. I would like you to roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't want it to come to this. Beetlejuice.
No!
What are you thinking? Yes, no, I'm sorry. I let an arrow fly.
The arrow flies true, yet it bounces off the dragon's scales.
You think your primitive tools can harm me?
Guys! I have to tell you something. I've been lying this entire time. There was no lioness. I haven't visited Thailand. I don't know what Summit Chaturung Sao means. I haven't helped the children in Uganda. I haven't swam the English Channel. My body, she's not even a real person, okay? She's made up. She's my imaginary friend. But this time, for honor and for dignity and redemption, I rush that dragon. I rush that dragon and I rip its fucking cock off!
Ring rushes forward, forgetting that he is a goblin. He is incinerated on the spot by the dragon.
But at least I can die an honest man.
Eldred, it is still your turn.
I take my final shot, and this time into its eye.
The arrow flies and hits the dragon in the eye. It screams in agony. As black blood begins oozing from its socket, he is now partially blinded. In retaliation, he goes for an attack. 17. The blow is not fatal. You are only knocked back out of the combat area. Vekan.
I grow a sharp hedge to tie the dragon down, and I build a staircase out of tree stumps.
Then on shall. Orn shall ready his battle axe, and he shall rush up vacant stairs, and he shall jump and swipe for the dragons of Iran.
Wait. I love you.
I know!
The dragon's claws are tied down as thick vines break through the stone floor, trapping him down. Orn runs up the stairs, jumping through the air. He swipes with his battle axe, but at the dragon's other side, he is now completely blind.
No! I can feel your heart beating in your chest. Faster! Faster! There you are.
The dragon goes for an attack at Orn. He is knocked back into the party.
I summon a fireball. Vengium. Pyro. Theron.
As you cast the spell, the dragon lets out an almighty roar. The flames fly from the dragon's mouth, and you feel your sides burning. Elsnorth can smell his own flesh burning. All of a sudden, a blue light erupts from your hands and flies towards the dragon, combating its fire and pushing it around Elsnorth. He has formed a protective ring around the party.
Fuck yes! Rizza, more like Jissa! Get fucked of that stupid fucking dragon! Idiot. That's right, you just got kick flipped.
The dragon retaliates, stomping the ground. Splitting the stage in two, Elsnorth on one side and the rest of the party on the other.
It's weak to fire.
Throw my sword.
You can't, it would kill you.
Just take the damn sword.
I'm not worthy.
You're stronger than you know. You always have been.
Ernie. Ernie.
Ellsworth, is that you?
Yeah, who else would it be?
I'm cold. Come closer. 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 I would have followed you to the ends of the earth, my brother. My king. So go on. Do it. Become the man I always knew you could be. Make us proud.
Ernie, don't die. It's just a game. You can't.
When I first laid eyes on you, I thought you were a bit of a dickhead. But I was wrong. You proved me wrong. Now go. Kill the bastard. Make us proud.
Ernie. Ernie. You said we would visit the singing caves of Glenheim together.
Gay.
Ernie! Hey.
Here's Johnny. You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
The blade pierces the dragon's hide. It falls down, writhing in pain.
Ernie. Ernie. Ernie, wake up. We did it. Ernie, it's over. We did it. Wake up. We did it. It's over.
Did you do it?
We did it, Ernie. We did it.
The villains always come back for their final scare.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Fools! The dragon launches up and takes a final swipe at you with its wings, drawing blood across your back. You have been critically injured. The dragon falls and buckles into the chasm. It is swallowed by the inky black below.
I crowed to Pring's ashes to retrieve the amulet. Oh, it's warm.
You crawl to the ashes of your fallen companion and take the amulet from the dust. Your blood-stained hands hold it with determination. As this happens, the plinth illuminates with light.
I move to the plinth.
What's this?
In order to save your companions, you must roll higher than a 5, 3 times in a row.
I got this, right? I got this, yeah? I got this. Okay.
I'm sorry. You fall unconscious, gripping the amulet. Your party members watch on as the light fades in your eyes. On throne, defender of Owl, you stained the battlefield with the blood from the crushed skulls of those who crossed you. His best friend, Veikan, master of herbology, Your books sell into the thousands, bringing joy to both young and old. Eldred Alrana, your family, they erect a statue to you in your hometown of Glenheim, as your many exploits as a battle tactician, saving countless lives. Pring, the goblin thief, you died amassing a rich even Razar would have been proud of. And finally, Orias Sand, an Elsnor Strongbark, once divided, now whole. Your dying actions brought you closer together, and the songs of your bravery will be sung in the deepest caves and the highest of mountains. Kings and peasants will tell tales of the brave warriors of the Mogwai clan. And though you died in the dark, your legacy will live on, even in the brightest of places. This is where our story ends.
Well, sorry about that. It's fun while it lasted though, right?
Yeah, I had a good laugh.
You don't understand. I've been trying to tell you, this is so much more than a game.
Lay off him, he tried his best.
No! You've doomed us all! If only we had Jojo and Joey, you could have stood a chance!
Lucas is right. It's not fair! We can all come back when they come home. No, we can all come back for the sequel.
God's sake, stop being meta!
Hey, you leave her alone.
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Come on, guys, it's just a game. We could come back next week and try again.
Into a little bind or scrape that, really scares you. I'm here to say, well, what's the worst that can happen? It's not the end of the world. Don't worry about it. You will be fine. Anyway, I'm waffling, so I'll leave you to it. Don't forget to breathe, and you've got this. Let's go, champ. Okay, goodbye. I love you. Anyway, bye.
Hi. How are you? How are the kids?
No, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean it.